We move on to our next speaker, and we have with us an exceptionally courageous woman leader from the country of Afghanistan. We have Hon.Zarifa Ghafari, born in 1992. She's an Afghan activist politician. She went on to become the mayor of Maidan Sheher, capital city of Wardak province of Afghanistan, at a young age of 26, apparently the youngest in Afghanistan, a woman, to take this chair. She is known for her endless efforts and support to the cause of women's rights in Afghanistan. She was also chosen International Woman of Courage in 2020 by US Secretary of State. She has survived 3 attempts of assassination. And currently, due to the crisis ongoing in Afghanistan that the entire world is witnessing, she is in Germany and not in her hometown. She's joining us live from Germany today. The firebrand leader, Zarifa Ghafari, we welcome you on stage, ma'am. And we open the stage for your thoughts and comments.
Thank you so much. Thanks a lot. And it's a pleasure to be here and talking about the philosophy of one of those leaders that I admire, and I put it as a role model for me, for my life. The way he fought, the way he was serving his country and people, it was always admirable, and for me, it was always an example. Thank you so much for having me once again. And actually, what Gandhi philosophy taught us, it's all about peace. It's all about our religions. It's our humanitarian tradition. It's all about love. It's all about trust to each other, on each other, and move forward so peacefully and all together. It has been always for me and for all, for everyone, especially those who have been always reading and knowing about these philosophies that Gandhi and later on Nelson Mandela have been following it. It was always like something that makes us to struggle harder. Nowadays, situation in Afghanistan seems like too many other countries, but more harder than any other country, more worse than any other country, have been going so worse. And we are witnessing people, how brutally they are being killed, their life being destroyed, and we see how people are at least not able to have their food to eat. They are selling their children just to have one-time food. People from previous government being killed, harassed, journalists, social media, social activists, media activists. Everyone is right now in a very big danger of losing their lives. But what we women of this country, we are trying to develop and show to the world, it's always about peace and how we love peace and how we support peace. The way that Gandhi ji and afterwards Nelson Mandela have been following. We also trying so hard. We are demonstrating. We are working all together. We are trying to make a peaceful society and bring it back to as we can have it as humans to the country. Unfortunately, the last 60 and more than that years in Afghanistan, the war that intelligence companies of the world have been enforcing in our country, the business of the war that have been enforced by the name of religion and by the name of tradition to my country. And directly, the invasion that Pakistani intelligence have been doing it inside my country, and we are witnessing how brutally and how cowardly and how shamelessly they are making their steps into the country, and all the data, informations, offices, and every part of my country being invaded by them. All these needs, it's all about a big price and big humanitarian price. Nowadays, humanitarian abuse and humanitarian rights abuses project designed by Pakistan, running by Taliban, and specifically by Haqqani, which is a tourist group of a specific Pakistani tourist group in my country. And we are witnessing how brutally situation is going on in Afghanistan. But all these, with all this, with all the losses that we Afghan people have been through it, with all the difficulties that we are having through it, but everyone knows it, and we have been watching and witnessing it through social medias and newses, media, that we are still not giving up. We believe that uh, it's just time to stand up stronger than any time else. We can make this possible with so peace. Not it's always a philosophy of Gandhiji and all those leaders who have been working for peace in the world, that a ballot comes out of a gun never can be stopped by a ballot comes out of your gun. So if you want to stop a war, you need to make it by a peace. You need to make it by a peaceful decision. You need to make it by a peaceful war. So we are working so hard nowadays to first to show the world that how Afghanistan been through 20 years. We are myself, I'm busy with this nowadays to travel all around the world and having the speeches on ground and tell the people how 20 years and what 20 years means to us as a new generation of my country, how development means to us, and how beautifully we women specifically being the best part of our developments. And if specifically we want to tell everyone how peaceful and peace lovers we are, and how amazingly and how shamelessly we have been always uh, as our victims, and as a uh, people who have been witnessing so bad games of intelligence, specifically Pakistani intelligence. I in my country since long time, and we want to show this to the world that we don't want this all, and we love to have a peaceful life. So for this, we always have been, specifically myself, I love to go with this philosophy of Gandhiji, and to follow it the same way. When for me, it's always something like this, that Gandhiji, with just a small, with a just piece of cotton on his body, and then just nothing to specifically to eat, nothing so like good life, and more. That time we didn't had media, social media, internet facilities, computer, digitalized world. So with all that, he was able to bring change. Nelson Mandela afterwards in South Africa, after many years being in jail, after so many times and then difficulties, they are able to bring changes. Then why not us? I'm definitely sure new generation of the world, generation of myself and my generation, we can make change. One, I believe it's just possible, and I'm really thankful to those who have been part of this beautiful conference and make me also to talk on that, and to have me also on the floor. Once again, my last message to the leaders of the world, to the people of the world, please, anybody who anybody all around who is just able to study and to read the philosophy of Gandhi, please go for it. It will only make you more human than as you are right now. Being so more human to the world is the only need and necessity of the world for now. Thank you so much, and thank you once again for having me.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Zarifa. We wish you all the best for your future plans. You are indeed a living inspiration for many women, including me today.